Okay, we're gonna get going here in a minute, and oh, you know what I forgot to do? I always forget I have to silence that. I have to silence the tab that the broadcast is got audio. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if that works. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a test. Testing 1, 2. Okay. We shut the music off. I think I found the control to shut the music off. We're doing the sound checks right now. Getting going.
All family pharmacy.
All family pharmacy.
All family pharmacy.
That's what I recommend. All family pharmacy.
I'm telling you, you've got to check out All Family Pharmacy.
Count on All Family Pharmacy.
All Family Pharmacy.
All Family Pharmacy. All Family Pharmacy. All Family Pharmacy. All Family
Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, that took care of it.
Powering America takes all of us. Since 2022,
Okay, let me just take care of Rumble. And okay, we're all right. We're getting this together.
All Family Pharmacy. All Family Pharmacy. All Family Pharmacy.
Okay, I think we got it.
Okay, I got that down. We got sound everywhere, folks. How are we doing this this evening? Okay. So, it's just me on the microphone. Okay. We're getting sorted here. We're getting sorted. Good evening, folks. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, as well as Twitch and YouTube. And we're getting started here for some Lord of the Rings gameplay. I hope everybody's day is going pretty good today. Ours has gone good, me and the missus. Did a little traveling down to Pennsylvania to visit some Navy folks. And we had a good trip and very enjoyable. We had a good meal afterwards. We went to the Beer Tree there in Johnson City at the Oakdale Commons. And that was good. So let's go ahead and start the game here. And get that going. Bring that music back up, and be on for a couple hours here at least. I got my water flask. The lunch I had, I didn't really have that much of a dinner. Me and the missus, the lunch was great. I had a fantastic. It's called the Factory Burger at the Beer Tree Brewery there in Johnson City in the Oakdale Commons. Okay, what happened to our game here? Oh, did I shut off our game? Oh man, let me restart it. I guess I hit the. How come did they go? Huh. Let's see. Let's bring that back up. No, that's not it. We did not have a broadcast this morning, as far as that goes, and because we got up early and we're on the road heading down Pennsylvania way for some time this morning, and then we came back through having some lunch, and then I got home mid-afternoon and took a nap, and I woke up from the nap, and I was planning. I said, Wednesday night is probably a good night to go ahead and do Lord of the Rings online gameplay. So we're going to bring the game back up here. And it looks like our audio is good. Let's see. Yep, the audio's looking good. So I found a way of shutting off the music from. There's a. Let's see. Let's try this again. Oh, you know what? I hit the quit button. I hit this button down here. Okay, there we go. So we got the game started, and we're off and running and stuff. Let's see. How's this look on? Looks pretty good on the Rumble. 1080p at 60 frames per second. That's good. I want to welcome the 4 folks that are on Rumble. Thank you very much for being here, as well as the 2 people on Twitch and 2 people on YouTube. So we're getting some good traction here, and I do appreciate your views as far as that goes. And okay, here's our game. Let's see. Let me bring the game up. Can we? See how the audio sounds on this as far as that goes, because the music is sort of loud in the beginning, so let's see how this works. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Okay. We're back. We're here in Gunderbar. I guess the other day I was taking my character on another thing, but we're going to continue the travels of Zappo in Gunderbar, helping the dwarves retake that. And we got to bring our character back up here. We'll talk to the prisoner because it's an instance that we're going to be performing with the. Or did we already do that? I'm not sure. We'll have to go up there and check it out. I think there's another instance, and we'll go ahead and proceed up that way. So here we go. Oh, go out this way, and we're heading back up that way. You know what? We'll take the goat. Just around the corner here. Oh, we got some more stuff to clear off here on the surface 3. Alright, so here we are. With the prisoner there that we saw his story before. else he has to say here. And we're going to continue with the gameplay here, and we're in Gunderbar, just so you get an idea where that is at. This is inside Gunderbar. Some more area of Gunderbar. This is the region of Gunderbar, right in here. Of course, this is MiddleEarth. This is, we're up in this region, north of the Misty Mountains. Go back again. And that's right up in this area. So, MiddleEarth. So let's see what the prisoner has to say.
Time to go? Yes, time to go. Don't want to be late.
Glumgar spent enough time in cage, too much. So we're going to be traveling. This is an instance there. We go ahead and check this one out.
I do not know if we can trust him. If we cannot, there are none better than you to endure the possibility of betrayal and triumph.
Okay, let's see what this is about. We're almost there, Zappo. You will see how helpful Club Guard can be, and then the prince will let me go. How funny. Looked up, let's steal a thing to earn his freedom. I got a sneaky suspicion that it's not going to end well with this guy. Hopefully he gets his freedom, so we'll go ahead and follow him. Here's the hiding spot. Oh, that's right. We gotta steal the, they're gonna be going up to see the dragon, and then we're gonna steal the weapon. Okay, do not leave the hiding spot too early. Listen to Gun explain the plan. Okay. This is where we want. Gorgor will be alone soon after he leaves the shiny hammer behind. This is when Glumgum earns his keep and won't keep. It won't be kept any longer. Okay, so we gotta get this weapon that will destroy it. Okay, let's see what happens. We're looking for them. There's gonna be a meeting with the dragon. The dragon doesn't like animals. Simply really. Gorgor comes to meet the dragon pretty soon. Okay. You stay here and hide like a timid mouse, okay? Have a goal and be a big important hero, okay? Still some time to wait. Okay, we're waiting. Do you think Dwarf Prince really let Glumgar go after this? He should. Waiting here, and you'll see over on the other side there's a place where they put their weapons right here. So we'll stay right here, like you said. What is this? You see, I don't know. I think, can you trust the prince? I don't know. What do you think? I'm gonna say I don't know. Gumball eyes you wearily. Understand. That's what I'm afraid of. Dwarf does really, not really different from Warg if you were close. Yeah, that's true. Gumball wants nothing to do with war, neither for Warg nor Dwarf. Okay. But here he is anyway. Okay. I guess we'll see after this. Okay. Don't betray us. So here's the plan. Okay, what's the plan? After Gorg goes to see Dragon, Glumgum will go talk to guards. Okay. If anything goes wrong, Glumgar will shout the password. What's the password? Then you run out, hiding spot, and save Glumgar. Okay. What should be password? I don't know. You're the one set password. Comments. Cave deeps and dark. Chill north wind. Strong fortress wall. I'm gonna say cave keep and darks. He thinks about it. And says alright. Cave deep and darks. That's easy, Sam. Okay. Keep it easy. Rumble spends much time. Rumble spends much time in caves. Okay. Jeez, here comes Gorgor. Okay. Back again, Org. Wonder of Frost on for now. Leave the hammer, Org. This is Helmer's Dragon's Command. Okay. I need it now. It's a stranger's man. Our guards will ensure you dare not touch it. What is so special about this weapon anyway? The dragon doesn't like it. Alright. Now it's my turn, Zappo. Remember, do not leave hiding spot until you hear my password. Okay. Hey, who are you? Lumber, what are you doing here? I got orders from Gorgor, worm. He wants you and Doma on the double. But he just left to see the dragon. He didn't say anything about new orders. Want to ask him when he comes back? Uh-oh. It's challenging him. Maybe I tell him you refused his commands. No, no, no. Let's go. Okay, so they're going to take off. You too, hobgoblins. We don't take orders from Gungor or from filthy goblins. Now you get out of here and we'll smash you into face. There's a cool breeze in the mountains. Okay. Yeah. What are you talking about? It's a dark in the cave around. Is it dark in the caves around here? What's wrong with you, goblin? The castle has sturdy walls. Does it? Who cares? There's a real dangerous axe. Not to us, I wager. Password, Zappo. Password. I guess he forgot the password. I'm sorry about that, Zappo. I forgot the password. I thought you forgot it. But all went well. Okay, wait for Goblin to retrieve the methyl hammer. Now for reason we come here. Now for reason we came here. Okay. Now let's get out of here before Gorga comes back. Where we going? Okay. Alright, where'd the little guy go with the axe? Oh, there he is. Okay. Magnificent. He brought it. Okay. You have done well, Zappo. You and the goblin both. Durin studies the clean, angular lines worked in the mithril of the hammer, marveling at the ease with which he has the weapon. Remarkable, my friend. Truly remarkable. Gorgar will not be pleased to lose this. Let him howl his anger to the skies while he can, for with this he will be undone, and every dwarf that suffers at the hands will be avenged. Durin looks up from his study of the mithril hammer and considers the goblin standing before him. Now to that matter of the goblin. Your kind are enemy of mine, of me and mine. Logub and you served our hated foe. You would have seen us all slain if you would, but you did not. And through your efforts, you have aided the cause of the bad guy. So to have you perform a great service to me personally, the delivering of the mithril hammer has lifted my spirits and given to me a weapon unrevealed. For your service and on behalf, I will grant you what you have said. Oh, that's good. You sought safe passage through the lines of war and freedom to establish your own dwelling far away from Gorgar and his people, somewhere beyond the lands of my folk. Zappo, will you see Zappo will see you through the lines, and where you will go after is up to you. These are my thanks, and there are all you will receive, for I unaccustomed to speaking words such as this to a goblin. So he's going to keep his word. That's good. I not know what to say, Zappo. I do not think Dwarf Prince would honor agreement. Glubgard happy to be wrong. Lead the way, friend man. Soon Glumgar will far from here the better. Okay. So where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. Thank you for bringing me this far, Zappo. I will go the rest of the way from here. Glumbar looks forward to life far from Gorgar and all those other bad guys. Where are we at here? Okay. Finish this one. Glumgar not mean to offend, but he hopes he never see you or Dwarf Prince ever again. No, that's okay. Yeah. Goodbye, Zappo. See you later, dude. Thanks for your help. Just as you did, and you feel a watchful presence. Okay, what's a watchful presence? As before, the watchful presence departs. Completed the instance. Okay, let's go and speak to... Who's this guy? I will not lie to you, Zappo. I'm glad to see him go. Glumgub with some help, but it could very easily have gone otherwise. Yeah, it could have, but it didn't. You ask Lauren if he feels eyes upon. You ask Lauren if he feels eyes upon the two of you, and he shakes his head. I cannot say I do, my friend, but that means little. As the years pass, I find more and more things similar passing my notice. It would not surprise me to learn that dwarfs of the Gabaco watch us from afar, pondering our escort of Glumgar to safety. You gave glory. Okay, what happened here? Okay, we're back at the. Back with Prince. Okay, let's see.
I did not want to hear the words of Gluakub.
Glurkub, Zappo, for they made me question many things I had long taken for granted. I thought the desire to reclaim Gundabar slept within the beast of the Longbeard. How could it not? To hear that the voice of a dragon might have commanded it to me, I could not believe it. But it is one thing to hear a command, and it's another to obey. They think she motivates the dwarves to strike against Gundabar too soon. It's easier for her to destroy us, but she did not. It was the voice of a dwarf that I heard beyond the anvil of Winterstun. Zappo, a dwarf's voice that drowned out the words of the dragon. I will listen to that voice and no other, and it spoke of victory in Gundabar. Depriving Gorgar of his mithril hammer is simply the first step. Next, we will deprive him of his arms, and then we will take his life, and then we will come for Dragon Master. She fears the hammer, then let it be her undoing. Okay, so what do we gotta pick here?
If Hrimil fears this hammer, I would see the chamber from where it came.
It was with the help of Glurgub that Gorgor had first acquired the hammer. If she fears it, the dragon that is. I can't pronounce her name there. Oh, let's see. Hey, bub. Oh, Jerry. Hey, hi, Jerry. How you doing? Jerry RG12. Just noticed that I'm too involved in reading the quotes here and stuff. How you doing, Jerry? Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Let's see how our sound is doing here. Say that music is just a tad loud. Okay, this is our next. Let lead on Zappo. I'm not yet seen, but now know where it is. Return to by upper crypts, western side of the pit of Starjaw. Okay, we'll accept that.
Lead on. I would see the chamber where the hammer was found.
Okay, I'm gonna tone down this music just a tad. It's just I'm hearing it just being a little bit too loud there. Actually, it's not that loud. put it at 10. Let's see how that works. Okay, so what do we got to do here now? Travel to the village. No, that's not it. It's this one. Return to Zol Lazol by the upper crypts. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Where do we gotta go? Pit of the Stone Jaw. So that's up here. Okay, so we gotta go up to this location, so... we'll take the horse up to Bergat. Okay.
Have you a moment?
Okay, we're gonna... This is a stable master. We're gonna take a horsey horse, or a goaty goat. Where do we have to go here? There we go. Okay, we'll see how that works. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The audio is still low. Let me try this. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go with that flow. Alright, this is where we'll take our own goat and travel up to that location on the map here. Going up the road to the square and then off to the left. Okay, this is where we're going through the horde camp. And, we're not going to battle them. We're going to go right straight through. And we're going to put our Nike sneakers on and take off. Leaving them all in the dust. Alright, we made it. We're gonna venture off this way. Yep, here's our path. Left, go around this way. It's like the path to gravity. I don't know if we can sneak between these two guys. We'll see. No. I'll battle one of them, so. Okay, we got one of them. Oh, here comes the other one. We'll let that one slip through the side here. Don't want to kill everything, so we're trying to make our way up. So we'll continue around this way. Let's get going. One dead bat. Got a big bat up ahead here, so looks like we're gonna have to battle it. Along with the little bat. Oh, maybe we can slide through. Slide around. Yeah, okay, here we go. That'll work. We gotta battle this crystal grim. Take this bat up ahead. We'll stay off to the right here. We'll see if we can scoot by, but I think we're gonna have to battle it. Oh, we didn't aggro it. Oh, we've been in here before. Okay, this is where the mosaic is. Alright, we gotta talk to these three guys here.
Oh, it's you again.
Do not forget that you owe me a favor. I did not have to release Eskil from his agreement with me and chose to do so from benevolency only. You have surely noticed that your new apprentice has not returned for me as you promised she would. You did not promise that. Well, someone did. But what the hell's going on with that? Okay, there we go. Is that better? Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. I'm not sure what's going on with the sound here. Do a sound check here. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that works. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll continue. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just checking with the sounds here again. We got 0 sound effects, music. So let's just put these all up at 10. And then at 15. Well, let's see what that does.
Oh, it's you again.
Okay. Okay. So we get the sound there. My apprentice. Okay, he's still worried about his apprentice. So we'll talk to him. Let's talk to this one.
Ah, welcome back to Zul Mazal.
I understand that you help deer grow and collect stones and pebbles for me. Thank you for taking the time. Taking the time to do so. It can't have been easier. My master, Seth Ella, Ellie, is very pleased. Okay, then it's quite soon. Okay, we talked to him or her. Is it? Yeah, that's a female with a beard.
Fastrith was delighted by the gift. Thank you again for collecting those stones.
No problem. Our pleasure. Reminded of the pouch of stones you found on the org in the Welkin lost. You tell Boren of your discovery and hand it over. He beams happily at you. Perfect. Okay, so okay. And we'll talk to who's this? This is Prince Doran with the hammer. That's the hammer we just required right down there.
For what purpose was this room constructed?
Zappo. Oh, he's asking me. I don't know. Is it a tomb of memorial of some kind? And yet it shares little with the crypts outside. I do feel the presence of enchantment of some sort, and it puts me in mind of a net draped upon stone. You tell Durin that Imek sent something similar in the chamber, but dismissed it as a product of the Agamar cultists in Gundabar. Durin shakes his head. I do not think this is the work of Agamar. The enchantment feels dwarf made to me. Oh, dwarfs can do enchantment stuff? Huh. There's a secret in this chamber. Zappo, a dwarf's secret. Okay, so we're gonna finish this this one.
Will you help me uncover this secret?
And will you help us uncover this secret, Zappo? According to Glungub, this is the room from which Gorgar acquired the mithril hammer. Revealing the secret may help us understand why, let's see, the Frostheart dragon so fears this weapon and how we may use it. Okay, that's what. Okay, we'll check that out. Chapter 10.2, the mystery of whatever there. Okay, let's see what that says. Talk to Durin to help uncover the secret. Okay. Thinks there's a secret here.
Then let us begin. This chamber will reveal its secrets to me.
Okay, so we're going to go into
Together we will learn what secrets lie hidden within the walls of this chamber.
okay, that music is a little more subtle, I think. We can go with that. Okay, here we go. There's something here, Zappo. I'm certain it is this room, like others in the pit of Stonejaw, the tomb of a forgotten noble. My eye is drawn to the structure in the center of the chambers. There is a hole in the top of the curious block. It leads me to believe nobody ever laid within. Okay. We'll follow it.
This must be where Glorkub found the mithril hammer.
Okay.
Let us return it for now, and see if anything reveals itself. Nothing? I thought I heard a sound.
There must be something else, my prince. If returning the hammer was sufficient, the goblin would have seen it.
Ah, well spotted, Bosi. But what else must be done?
What else? That's the question.
Perhaps the mosaic must be intact.
I suppose it is possible. There is some enchantment here.
I don't feel anything.
You are in luck, Prince Durin.
Oh, who's this guy? What's his name? Stealth of Hewer. Could this be anything but the work of the first crafter who made the dwarfs? How else would the most renowned sculptor of his day, by which I mean me, the great Stealth the Hewer, come to the chamber at this time? I need not wait for Prince Durin's command. I will restore this mosaic to its original state, and no reward will be too great for that. Okay, so he's gonna...
Come, Fostrith. You will help me assemble the mosaic.
So they're gonna restore the mosaic?
First, Let us remove the stones so we can begin fresh. All right. Carefully, carefully. This is delicate work. Over here, and over here.
My prince, do you hear something?
I do! Hobgoblins!
What's that? The hobgoblins must have sent a raiding party in search of plunder, but they will discover their deaths by the blade of the red axe instead. We will not let them disturb the work, but are more than welcome to be part of our own work, Zappo. For this work is the slaying of hobgoblins. Okay, let's go.
Protect Stolly and Fustrith! They must finish the mosaic! It is finished!
Beautiful. What a work of art.
Oh, the hammer kills.
Behold, the death of Motsog the traitor, my prince.
But nothing happens. Perhaps this was not the key.
Are you certain the mosaic is complete, Stolly? Am I certain? Of course I am.
Looks like all the stones.
How else could it look?
Well, I wonder.
What does she wonder? Looks like the mosaic is all there. There's the hammer. A mosaic is not a painting, Zappo. You can change the picture by putting the stones in different places. What if the mosaic that assembled beneath the lonely mountain is not the same as this one after all? What if the mosaic once displayed a different picture than that one? Huh. Okay.
I think we need to start over. I have had an idea.
What? When does the master heed the words of his apprentice? When he is commanded to do so by his prince, perhaps? Aye, perhaps then. We will clear the stones and begin anew.
Okay. See what they do come up with. Remaking the puzzle?
You see, we start like so. And then a little more. Yes, this is coming along.
I think I hear the hobgoblins return.
Once more, my friend, perhaps the prince protect our prince in the art. Okay, we got the hobgoblins coming again. Okay, let's take them on.
I think the picture is complete.
But what does it show? I don't understand.
Doesn't make any sense. There's the hammer.
Motsog and Durin were friends before they were foes.
Oh.
Perhaps.
How's that?
A secret passage!
Where?
Fostrith was right! That was the key!
Where? I don't see no secret passage. You see a secret passage? Looking before you hit the ring. I don't see a secret passage. Is there one up here? Alright, see what happens here. Talk to, who's this guy? The Prince Doran. For how long has the door remained hidden beneath the secret craft of ancient dwarfs, masked it from detection by the orc who long resided in the mountain, but it could not escape my notice. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. It was no simple mechanism that hid the trapdoor for all these years, but also the work of ancient spell. 2 keys served to keep it secret for so long as the mosaic remained incomplete and the mithril hammer was absent. None could have opened the passage. Okay, so we brought those all back. Now we have turned both keys and it's time to see what lies beneath. Leave the mithril hammer where it lies, and I will instruct Bozy and those others to stand guard. You and I will climb through the trapdoor, Zappo, and we will see what is there to learn about Gumdar's. Okay, that sounds good. What's up, Buggy? Come here. You okay? What's going on? That time again? It's okay, Buggy. Huh? You wanna come up? You wanna come up? Hi, are we in the secret passageway here?
For how long has this secret stair remained hidden? And where does it lead?
I don't know.
My breath is stolen away by the sight of this cavern.
And by the knowledge that none have traversed these steps for an age. The stair snakes along the wall descend out of sight. How far below Gundabar will we find its lowest step? There's always steps. There's always steps. We went to a tread carefully, Zapple. I will meet you at the bottom of the stairs. For surely there must be an end to them. Okay, we'll accept that. We got to travel down some stairs. But we don't have a map of the place, so... Is this the stairs? Curious. What's out here? Oh. Wow, this is pretty. Okay, he wants us to go there. Let's stick to the mission. Go down the stairs. Here we go. Let's see if the music testing 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 sound check. Okay. Okay. That's music on the low setting. Must be a dramatic part of the quest here. I want to recognize we got 4 people still watching on the Rumble. Thank you very much. Rumble rocks. We got 2 people on Twitch. And we got 5 people on the YouTube. Hey, how you doing, YouTube? Thank you, viewers on the YouTube. Greatly appreciated. We're traveling down some stairs here in Gunderbar. This is our hero, Zappo. I've had this character for 18 years on this game. If you just, I've said this many times before, but I know we got new viewers. I've been playing this game for 18 years now, from when it was beta. It's been a fun travel thus far. Where do these stairs lead us to, folks? See, there's no map because it just takes us back to a map of Gunderbar, so there's no map, which is a first. We've always had a cave map. We get down. Looks like there's a big old lake out here. Wow. This is deep within the mountain of the area of Gunderbar. You gotta figure someone's been down here. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, we're down here, so what's going on? Descend to the secret store below Gunderbar and explore the deepest caverns. Okay, so we got to do a little more exploring. Okay, that's Prince Doran there. Just stay on the path. We got stairs going back up here. What's over here? What the hell is that? Oh, we got 6 people on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, you're rocking there. 4 people still on Rumble and 2 people over on Twitch. What is this another chamber? Oh, you enter a long-forgotten chamber deep within Gunderbar. Okay. Doran looks around the chamber with wide eyes. Yeah, I am too. Look at this chamber. What's the deal? Who's this dude?
What is this place?
You tell me, you're the dwarf. Doran stares in disbelief at the statue at the opposite side of the chamber. This is a statue of Motosa, of the traitor who led Greymoles against Doran the Deathless in the First Age. He was slain at the conclusion of his rebellion. Why would he be given such a dignity of a tomb? Doran fumes, his eyes flashes angrily, and his fists clench. What is the meaning of this? I don't know. You tell me. You're the dwarf. Okay, what are we waiting for? Examine the statue. Okay, we gotta examine the statue. Oh, okay, it's got some it's got the speckly stuff here. The statue is very detailed. Someone crafted it with care. Okay.
I cannot believe a traitor such as Moltsog would be given the dignity of a tomb!
One of his fellow followers must have built this place in secret after Durin's judgment. Did they spirit his body here? Does it lie beyond one of these walls, enjoying the underserved rest of a traitorous worm? I am disgusted. Such a place should not be. I thought we would find some secret to open the Frost Heart. There is no such secret here. Let us meet outside this shameful crypt and decide what... Well, okay. Okay, so what do we got to do here? Meet up with Durin at the bottom of the stairs outside. Okay, so he was back this way. A cool breeze blows past you and Durin cries out in surprise. Oh, we gotta go back. What the hell? Where'd this guy come from? Yikes. The statue of Mosak has changed, where once it was worked in gray stone, now the statue is given the color he might have had in life. Excuse me. So too, is there another change? The statue is now shown of any beard. Despite the lifelike color, the statue remains unmoved and believed of life. Okay, we finished this. Something about the lifelike compels your eyes, but the strange enchantment that enriches the statue resists your study. The feeling that you are being watched by an invisible presence glows. Okay. Let's go ahead and accept this. What's this? Dreaming of a dwarf.
Something is not right.
We are being watched. Can you sense it? Yeah, we just told that. Show yourself, villain. Okay, we're gonna travel another instance.
I say again, show yourself to us, villain! Only cowards hide behind such a veil of deception!
Oh.
The statue of the traitor is so lifelike. Is this a tomb? I can almost hear him. But how can I know the sound of the traitor's words? The bearer of that voice died long ago. And yet, I am put in mind of the anvil of Winterstith, and of a voice that spoke through the ice. It spoke of dwarves long dead, and of great deeds. It was the voice of a dwarf, not a dragon. It was the voice of a friend, courteous, but stern.
It was I who spoke to you, Durin, my friend.
Fell sorcery! Explain yourself, villain!
Sorcery, aye. but not of the sort you fear. This is the work of the first crafter.
Lies!
I would not speak falsely to you, Durin, my friend.
And yet you bear the visage of Motsog the traitor! How do you know my name?
I know you for my friend Durin, for I have seen you in all your guises during my long sleep. Your outward form does not hide you from the sight of my dream.
You say you know me. So too do I know you. Motsog the traitor, leader of the Grey Mauls, father of treachery. Why should I trust your words?
I have seen much you have forgotten. I will show these sights to you, that you may remember them.
What do you think?
He's asking me? What do I think? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. We can't click them. Oh. That's right. You are a friend of Durin, then you too will see what I have to show him. Okay, witness the vision granted by the stranger. Okay.
See then what you have forgotten.
How can this be?
Oh.
That is Durin the Sixth. We have to help him.
There is no help we can provide, my friend. This is the
Every dwarf knows the tale, but this vision is so lifelike.
Wow, that was something. We call it Durin's Bane, but I knew it by another name in another age, long before the creature came to hide in this forgotten cavern. I know it as Ask Durs, in memory of the scorched passage through my city in the heights of Cruel, but this was long ago. That was something. Here we go.
Durin the Fifth, slayer of the dragon Sorog.
So you were, and yet... The dragon was also your end.
Does it always end thus?
Oh. Aye, that is the fate of Durin in every age in which he appears. Mossack expresses is devoid of emotion and impossible to read. I have seen them all. Oh, so maybe this Durin might have to die also.
Durin the Fourth came to the aid of the last alliance in distant Mordor. How is it you beheld this?
The first crafter gave to me the dreaming sight. I have seen all your victories and all your defeats.
It has been both curse and blessing to see these trials, for it was the will of the first crafter that I should be unable to look away. I have seen moments of triumph, but so too have I seen defeat that would scar the iron heart of any dwarf, making him forever with its imprint. Ooh, interesting. Moria.
When Sauron waged his war upon Eregion, Durin the Third fought well and bravely. Did he not?
Many were the glorious deeds you accomplished in that war, my friend. But this was the last. Retreating into Khazad-dûm and sealing the doors.
But the dwarves survived. The king did what needed to be done.
It has always been difficult for me to see these trials unable to intervene. It is no reward, friend of Durin, to remain helpless in this, but it could not be otherwise. The dreaming sight cares not. Gundabar.
Durin the Second ruled in Gundabad. Would that I could have seen it at its height.
But you did, my friend. Can you not see yourself behind the guise of each ruler I have shown to you? Here it was that you offered Gundabad to the Jelruka.
Stop! Stop these visions! Put an end to this nonsense! I am shaken, I confess it.
Why does Mozak show these visions to us, Apple, for what purpose? Would such a foul of my great ancestors give this knowledge to me? What does Mozak hope to gain from aiding me? Let's see, which ones do we want? That's heavy armor, so we gotta take that one.
I will not be swayed by honeyed words from an enemy's tongue.
Did you mark how often he called me his friend? But it is not so. Remain on your guard, Apple, and I will do the same. Durin stressed coldly at the beardless dwarf standing in the ancient crypt. I know you for an enemy, Mozak, and I demand that you account for yourself. Do not deny the treachery. Oh, okay. That's he doesn't have a beard. I didn't realize that. He does. Look at that. He doesn't have a beard. All the dwarfs have beards, so it's a beardless dwarf. Let me see something here. We got some items here that
I do not deny it. Durin, who was once my friend.
behind you, Doran snorts. Behind you, Doran snorts loudly in disgust. It is true, Mozart continues. Once we were great friends and you trusted me with your kingdom, but I did not deny my treachery. Hear how it was, and you may remember it anew. Okay, we got another instance.
Once seen, it was by the Miramir that Durin's heart dwelt evermore. When he went there to live, it was I, Motsog, he left to rule Gundabad in his name.
How could Durin the Deathless entrust one such as Mostak with the rule of his kingdom? It beggars belief, Zappo. Were there no indications of evil of his treachery's nature? I guess not.
We had fought side by side against the creatures of Morgoth for many years. But it is as I said, his heart was captured by the lands he saw a-wandering.
The lake there is so beautiful and clear you can see the star reflecting in it in such caves as you have never seen, dear Mosaic. But they cannot compare with those of our home, surely. Had you only seen them, you would understand.
But I had not, and I did not.
What was the material you found this truce? I do not wish to disbelieve you, my brother, but I find I must. Every word I spoke of it is true. It's metal of surprising strength, lightness, and beauty. Okay.
Mithril.
Mithril.
Aye, so it was.
It is a sign, my friend. The place where it could be found will be a new home for our people. I ask you again, come with us. No, Durin, my place is here. Then rule it well on my behalf, dear Mozak. Okay, so he left her.
Not all of the Longbeards chose to follow Durin to the shore of Keled Zaram.
Durin took the greater took the greater portion of the Longbeards with him to found Daron Delph of Casa Doom, and I govern those who remain behind. Those years were hard and bloody, for the orcs had been emboldened with the exodus of so many dwarfs. They sought to conquer Gundabrar. Okay. We held them back, but with so few defenders, the cost was high. 6 of my 7 sons were slain in those wars, and only the youngest, Modfit, survived to be named my sole heir. My heart grew cold, and only orc slaying could bring me any joy. The heads of our enemies adore the great gates of the mountain home. Some among my people whisper that Durin had abandoned us to encircling orcs. During the years that followed, the whisper grew, and with them my own legend, noble Mozak, who stood alone against all the forces of Morthgoth, fighting to preserve his people. My son Mofit became the fiercest of all adherents, and in time he had me believing what was said of me, that I was equal to, or perhaps even greater than King himself. Ooh, that's not a good thing.
It was at this time that a party of elves tarried in Gundabad. Their weapons shone with a brilliant luster, and all could see they were wrought of true silver.
How come you buy those weapons? You fashioned them ourselves, good dwarf. Can you not see the fine graft of their making? Do you make mock of my father? Remember, you are a guest here, and still your tongue. The mithril was a gift to us from your kin in Casadum. How can this be? Durin would not part with metal so valuable unless it was a gift to the kin he left behind.
My anger could not be contained. I had need of the true silver to fuel my war against the orcs and trolls. Was mithril not the domain of dwarves alone? Here it was in the hands of elves.
Ooh.
But not for long.
Slayed the elves. That's not good. The sight of mithril weapons in the hands of elves had kindled a dark flame of greed and envy in my heart. How Many of my people might have been spared had Durin given such a true steel to we who remained. How many of my sons might have survived battle with the orcs and trolls that sought to conquer the mountain home, had they possessed weapons of such quality. Only one son remained to me on that dark day, and it was he who slew the elf captain. His people leaped to the defense, wielding the mithril blade with deadly skill, but Movit was not alone, and my worthiest commanders stood with him. When the fight was ended, my spear too dipped with the blood of our guests. Well, that's not good. Probably pissed off the elves.
I claimed the mithril weapons of the elves for my people. I had them reforged into 7 great war hammers.
Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the king has 7.
So too did I reforge my people. What once were Longbeards became something new. We became the Greymalls, and I the king of Gundabad.
Has Durin answered my demand? Will he deliver to us half the true silver he has unearthed and half of what he mines, or will he continue to waste that treasure upon the elves? He will not pay, Father. He will bring an army here first. He will not give us half his true silver. Then let him lose all of it to us in war. Oh, civil war.
I spoke boldly, but I feared the armies of Durin. What secret paths into Gundabad might you know that I did not? I ordered the creation of a mighty golden city in the mountains.
Wow. Pretty intense there. With it, thick walls and defensible approaches, my new stronghold of Aggressor Zara in the high mountains to the south was secured from any assault. My loyal Greymalls stood at the parapets of my city and gloated, insisting that Durin's warriors would be unable to ascend the heights, and the former king would meet our demands. But I wondered and I worried. The defense of Zahar was strong, but I feared they would not be strong enough. Word reached me that the former king had assembled a vast army of Longbeards, and even now he marched at its head to put down the revolt. We could not hope to match such numbers as Durin's, and the size of the approaching host was more than double my army. In Berzirhar, I had built my tomb. This truth came slowly to me, but it did not come to me alone. Okay. The city is strong, Father, but we cannot hope to match the strength of Durin's armies. What do you suggest we do, my son? So we're watching a vision right now. There's only one who hates Durin and his followers as much as we. Let us make common with his service father. With the orcs and trolls as allies, we might stand a chance against Durin's great numbers. Oh, here we go.
I see now that my son Mordvit was possessed of a wicked heart.
It was the son that suggested, okay.
But I heeded his words, as I should not have done.
Orcs and dwarfs, org and dwarf and troll march side by side in the Misty Mountains for the first time, and as Durin's own army approached Gundabar, my combined forces fell upon his with a ferocity he could never have anticipated. The rout was a total and complete, and the finest warriors of Khazad-dûm fled from the hammer of the Grey Mauls, the fangs of the orgs, and clubs of the mountain trolls. Durin's eldest sons were slain by orgs in the first battle, and I thought it met. Had I not lost my own sons, save Modvit, to such as they. It seemed little difference to me in the time, though I had joined hands with the forces of Morgoth and his commander Sauron. It was Durin drove me to do this, and if there was to be blame, let it lie on him. Oh, I don't know about that. That seems a little harsh there. My forces returned in triumph in Bezazar, and my commanders believed the war had reached a decisive end. I knew it was not so. I knew it for what it proved to be, the beginning only. Your private encounter will shut down in 0 minutes. Okay. Wow. This is intense here, folks.
See you now that I deny nothing?
You who were Durin, you were my friend and my lord, but I can vet your title and your lands, the respect of the love that was given you. I listened too closely to those of my people who whispered that I might truly be the 8th father of the dwarves. Mostok turned his attention to you. I, an 8th father to join the other 7. If there were 8 and not 7, my people whispered about what else might they deserve. They deceive us. Some suggested falsely that perhaps I woke first breath the mountain, and it was Durin who honored my rights and privileges. Durin was the usurper. They were false whispers, and they echoed loudly in the hills of Gundabar while Durin was away, and I did not speak against them as I should have. The failure led to the direct line of the Grey Maul rebellion. Mozart once again addressed Durin. No, my friend, I do not deny my treachery, neither do I deny the blood spilled by those who followed.
These crimes are unforgivable.
And they match my understanding of Grey Maul's rebellion. You deserve the death given to you by my ancient Durin, to whom you own featly. You claim you were his friend. You say you speak the truth about the Grey Maul rebellion, but I deem you speak falsely on this. You were no friend of Durin, nor you friend of mine.
Finish your tale, Moatsog, and be done with it.
I care not if you repeat of the evils you wrote, speak of Durin judgment, and know that you deserved it. Sounder battle.
I speak not of deserving, my friend.
I speak only of what occurred, and leave the judgment of what was deserved to others. When Durin does not reply, Mozark addressed you once again. My rebellion led to 10 years of war, 10 years of fighting, leaving a bloody toll of Grey Maul and Longbeards alike, but still there was no sign that an end could ever come. At last, after 10 years, Durin deserved and planned to bring the conflict to an end. Alright, here we go again.
This was the plan of Durin, foolhardy as it must have seemed to those who cared for him. It began with his surrender.
Durin was brought in chains to the very summit of Bazaar, where my people and the Org allies gathered to see the fallen king and make mock of him. He suffered the taunting and the jests for many an hour. I could see no sign of despair upon his face. I know it even then. Who now has the advantage? I, most king of all dwarfs, will take what is mine. Hear me, Grey Maul. No, you are longer as I am. Do you not remember the lives you had? Your words will not save you, Durin. You will die here, and none will remember you. Repent of your alliance with the Orc. Those beneath you, such evil cannot be.
In this moment of triumph, my Grey Maul saw not the danger. An army came by secret paths to free their captive king.
It was Ragina the Fierce, Durin's queen, who led them in secret across the river and to the base of Besahar. She was a mighty warrior and had slain Org and Grey Maul alike during the war, but now she found the gates of my city unguarded. Too many of my folk desired to be present at Durin's defeat. So it was that Ragana and her army entered the city unopposed. They found a stair to the heights and began to climb. Up, up, up. Climb up, Durin. Azak will die. Okay, so we're seeing what they're saying right here. To the king. Looks like they're fighting. It's a dwarf civil war, folks. But an army cannot remain silent for long, and when Rhaegon's warriors reached the upper levels of the city, my warriors were made aware of their presence. They raced to engage the interlopers.
Longbeard fought Greymall and Orc in the heights of Bir Zahar, and the lanes ran with blood.
I know of your crimes, Motsog.
But you know not of this, Durin, for it was known only to few.
Oh, stop running. How do I stop the running here? How do we do that? He's running too much. Can I get a key here? Both Garth and his lieutenant Sauron had not been idle during the 10 years of conflict between both clans. In secret, they devised a plan by which Longbeard and Greymalls alike might be destroyed, and the dwarves swept entirely from Middle-earth. So it was that while Longbeard and Greymawl battled in the heights of my golden city, Sauron watched from afar with malice afire in his heart. Mothgar's cruel servant sent to preordained signal to his legions.
9 great dragons swept out of the northern skies, raining fire upon the mountainside. The orcs turned their swords upon Longbeard and Greymall alike.
We must find the king, followed by the words of Mosog have painted the picture of a dwarf woman who has stopped at nothing to rescue her husband and king. You can almost see her striding through the burning streets, calling for Durin to answer her as Mosog's voice says, "This way, my king. Can you hear?"
Etterfang feasted upon dwarves that day. Many great warriors died to Thorog's claws in Bir Zahar. I cannot say. But dragons were not the only evils sent by Sauron to my city. Called Azkador's Reed and Flame.
A lot of dead bodies around. Despite the danger and the foe's array before her, Ragan the Fierce did reach the high place of Bizarre Zahar, and she feared and freed her husband and king from his bondage, but was not enough for victory. Durin picked up a fallen blade and joined the battle, but the orcs were too many and the dwarfs too divided. The Longbeards feared to present their backs to the Grey Mauls, lest their foes take advantage of their distraction. The Grey Mauls feared the same of the Longbeards. By the time Lorgania freed Durin, 2/3 of the dwarfs had perished to flames and black steel. Sauron and his master watched from afar, delighted in the carnage. The orcs would win the day, and no dwarf would leave Bizarra alive. We must set aside our differences. All our people will be slain. You are trying to trick me. I don't think so, dude. I am the true father, the king of all dwarfs. For whom do you wield the Grey Maul, my old friend? If we do not do this, our people will perish. Ooh, look at this guy. Our people, even after so much death, our people, my friend. I, Doran, will stand together.
Fury of our enemies was when a great storm arose, and the mountain itself was sundered. The flame of Az-Kadur's was quenched, and he fled. We suffered grievous losses, but so too did Sauron. 5 dragons were slain at our hands. Those that escaped would cower in fear of our weapons forevermore.
Begone, worm, and never again trouble our foe.
And so concluded the Sunder battle, and with it, the Grey Maul rebellion. I was defeated, but the dwarves survived.
Okay. Much I have seen in the years since Sunder battle might have transpired differently had I slain the Frostheart dragon in Bezagar. Okay, that's who she was, the dragon that fled. But it was not to be, and yet I know this. The memory of the wounds she sustained from the mithril hammer pains her still, even to this day. Mostag falls silent and turns his piercing gaze upon Durin.
Durin knows the rest of the tale. It is not for me to tell.
Is this some trick?
How do you expect me to know the conclusion of your tale, Mosdoc? It is an impossibility. Durin turns to you, irritation on his face, but before he can voice his dismay, his brow furrows with confusion. And yet, there is something strange, Zappo. As I cast my memory on Zagana, I find that I see it not as it was mere weeks ago, but as Mosdoc described it during the first age, when it was a sight of Zara. How can this be? I do not know what happened following the Thunder battles. Durin stares at you with amazement in his eyes. I was there, Zappo, as I was in Moria and Helgrod and Mordor. I am Doran now, as I was then 6 times before. I will finish your tale, Mosdoc. I am only one still in the world who can.
Hear then the end of the tale, as I know it to be.
Okay, end of the tale.
The battle was ended, but there were tears still to shed.
The 2 armies of dwarfs had won the day, but each had suffered grave losses, and yet their wounds did not quench their battle fury. Longbeard and Grey Maul alike pursued the retreated orcs, slaying them by the thousands. The orcs' host was so badly defeated it would not trouble the Misty Mountains for the remainder of the age. Consumed with frustration, wrath, Morgoth's Lieutenant Sauron witnessed his allies defeated and fled with the surviving dragons back to Thongerdrim, where he would face his master's displeasure. Let us hurry. The memory of the Channel House became pain for my heart. So many dead. Monfit, my son. What have I done? You must give me death, Doran. It is what I deserve.
I held the axe that would end your life, Motsog. Even now I can feel the weight of it in my hand.
Why do you hesitate?
I remember the tears on my face. Tears so bitter they burned holes in my armor.
Too many have died in this war, Mosdoc.
So many of our people slain.
I will not water this earth with more of our kindred's blood. Okay? Giving him clemency. You will spare his life? Even after such treason? I spare him not for his treason. I spare him for setting it aside. What is to keep the Grey Mauls from again taking arms against you, my king? The memory of such death, right, Ragan? Oh, that's his wife. It is not enough. The Grey Mauls are to keep their lives, let them cut their beards short as penance. It will be the reminder to them and to others of their shameful crime. Let it be so. Okay. Bruce and Moragan will guide me in this, and it is so often that the Grey Mauls who survived Sunder battle, though they were few in number, were granted mercy. They were made to shear their beards short as penance for raising weapons against their proper king and for allying with the orcs. And for generations after, no child of the Grey Mauls were permitted to wear his or her beard longer than a hand's beneath. Many dwarfs looked upon Grey Mauls with distrust for years afterwards, but none more than Regan the Fierce. It was who suggested that dwarfs women should remain even vigilant in the halls of their folk, for health and home can be endangered when watchfulness fails. Regan swore to never again allow such rebellion to grow and thrive in the halls of her people, and for all her remaining years, and for those of her daughters, it did not.
The wounds of the Grey Maul Rebellion were never forgotten, but Motsog himself disappeared into legend.
Okay. Okay, where are we? Huh. Just sort of blanked out on us here. What's going on? We'll do a reboot. That's some story right there, folks. Okay, what's going on? Hang on, folks. Okay, I'll close it. Okay. Let's go ahead and reboot this.
The battle was ended, but there were tears still to shed.
A simple dwelling was fashioned in the caverns deep beneath Gundabar, and it was there that Mozak went to live out his remaining years. I brought supplies, provisions to the deep caverns, and from time to time, for Mozak refused to walk among the dwarfs who lived in the halls above. As a hermit he lived. He would once pretend. Who once pretended to kingship. He never again raised a weapon in anger. Was I his jailer or his friend, Zappo? I see now that I was both, but it was not I alone who kept him here. Mozak remained in this place for the guilt he felt, and as the years passed, folk who lived in Gundabar and elsewhere forgot the dwarf he had been and remembered only the name of the ill repute of his deeds. Okay, so
You were my only friend in those days, Durin, as you had been in the beginning. None others visited in my solitude. And that was just.
Mozak. What has happened?
On my last visit, I found that you had entered a deep slumber from which you would not wake. Sleep well, my enemy and my friend. I wish for you pleasant dreams. May they show you that our people live on and are strong. Farewell, Mozog. I knew it not at the time, but the first crafter heard my words. He gave to you the dreaming sight, to last until I returned and awakened you. And now I have, these many lives later.
Durin gave me my life, both mercy and punishment.
I've remained in the chamber ever since, casting my dreaming gaze over the mountains, watching from afar the trails of the dwarfs. I say it was mercy, for truly I deserved an unscrupulous death, but so too do I call it punishment, for I was unable to intervene and aid in the struggles. On rare occasions, one of those I watched would seem to catch a glimpse of me, but never in my own form. Was this a cruelty of the first crafter who some confronted jest? I cannot say, but I know only once did he to whom I spoke hear my words. It was Durin who heard me, Durin who returned again and again, and with new vision, but the same spirit in his breast. Only Durin heard my words, my friend and of old, who showed me the mercy I did not deserve. So often had I sought to aid the dwarfs to their trials, and so often failed. But when Durin stood before the anvil of Wintersmith Sith, I spoke to him of Gundabar and his right to rule the mountain home for all dwarves, and he has listened. It must mean something. My long presence near its end and the prolonged hours of my dream must soon pass away. Soon I will wake and Mozak will be no more.
I deem you are his close advisor.
Advise him then of this: I will walk in the world for only one more day before my long life is spent. When the sun sets on the day, my breath will be still, and I will disappear from this place and never to return. In that time, I have but one desire. I wish to do whatever my friend commands, for the vigil of so many years has given me the knowledge Durin and his rightful king is the rightful king of the dwarves. He was my first friend and my dearest companion, and have made him an enemy. I mourn the brother I lost. Now, in the span of the single day I have remaining to me, I will do what I can to deliver his kingdom. Oh, okay.
I am conflicted.
I'm grateful to know, not without doubt, that I am he who I wish to be, but Mosag part is in this discovered does not erase the treachery, nor will it cause me to forgive the misdeeds. I must think upon what is to be done.
I have decided.
Were I not to be king when my father leaves the throne, I could say to Mozak, be gone, let the sun set upon you, and trouble no longer the dwarfs. That would even be just, for the wrongs of the Grey Maul rebellion did not abate when the Sunder battle ended. No, the injuries left by that conflict remains with us. Do Zuuka and Longbeards not bristle at the present sight of the other, and ponder it sometimes? The Grey Maul spirit lives on behind their rivals clutching teeth. Do they not look upon the stout axe with distrust, brooding upon his long habitation of Mordor? The lessons of Mostog was taught to the dwarfs early and did not diminish in years. Were I not to be king when my father released the crown, I could climb the secret stairs to the knowing levels of Gundabar, leaving Mozak and what I learned here behind. But I cannot, for I will have the concerns of a king, as I did 6 times before. Mozak is a tool to be used, Zappo, and I will wield this tool against our foes. I will use him to wrest control of the mountain home from both Borg and Dragon. Surely Hermel Frostheart will remember the Grey Maul leader who injured her during the Sunder battle, and without the power of the dragon behind him, the Goblinaka will be able to deal with Gorgar. Durin once again addressed the impressive figure in the hidden chambers. What you say, Mozak? Will you spend your last days fighting for the dwarfs you once betrayed? I do not command you, I only ask it.
I swear to fight for you, my friend of old, my king, for as long as I am able.
I will deliver to you control of the kingdom I once stole, and if the last rays of sun vanish behind the mountain before I seize your victory, I will pursue with sorrow in my heart, and none before or since will know. Yeah, it's okay.
It seems the conquest of Gundabad will succeed or fail by nightfall.
Let us hope we will celebrate the victory before the sun sets on this day. I know what I must do.
The time has come for me to call for Dweromut.
A meeting of all dwarfs here in the mountain. It was held at the Thingfold in the Weckenloss whenever dwarfs had grave matters to discuss or needed that could not be addressed without a consensus of many dwarf lords. It was a ritual for the material of war or the making of peace, and was common at one time. Gundabad was briefly reclaimed at the outs of the Sixth War. The first dwarfen mount in 4,000 years was called at the fold, and the course of the conflict was decided. I will call a dwarfen mount once again, Zappo. Here I will explain the final steps we must take to drive Frostheart and her thrall Gorgar from Gundabad. Only then will the mountain home be ours again. Climbing the secret stairs back to Zulhalka, seek out a leader of the Iron Garrison such as Bozy and his kin. Glowin of the Longbeard, Prince Agar, and Zukaholka. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And Imuk and Stoneaxe, and tell him to bring their companions of companies of dwarfs to the Thingfold for Okay, I guess there's going to be a big meeting. Climb the stairs of the depths and return to Zavadur. Will ask you to climb the stairs. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we've been on for 2.5 hours now, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to be getting ready for the big meeting. I think, yeah, we accepted that one. So this is where we'll pick up when next time we meet. If you're watching this, I'm continuing the story of Gundabad, and we'll see where it takes us. Pretty interesting story there between Doran and Mostok. A lot of instances, but this is where we sit tight for the time being. And I think going 30 more minutes of this, I might cut it short. I think that was a lot to take this last hour and a half, basically. So we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here, and I'll probably be playing the game here this upcoming weekend, maybe Friday. Maybe I'll do a Friday, as far as we'll continue the story here. And I want to recognize that we have 4 people still holding tight on Rumble watching. Thank you very much. We're at 4 people on Rumble, or 4 people on YouTube, and we have 2 people on the Twitch. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and end our broadcast. And I want to say thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciated. And with that, I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you well. Have a good evening. What's left of this Thursday night, or if you're waking up somewhere around the world, good morning. And we'll be talking to you. We'll be live streaming Friday morning for the Friday morning coffee. We didn't do that this morning because I had some business to take care of, and it was good to rub elbows with some Navy folks down in Pennsylvania there, in Scranton area, and so I'm getting a little tired. Been on for 2.5 hours. That was a lot to digest too. So as far as this battle going on for Gundabar. So you all have a great one. Again, you can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. Wonder if that works here. Let me see. Well, do I have that up here? No, I don't. Oh no, that's on the other. That's on the other scene. Okay, but thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciated. And again, follow me over. You can check out my X page. That's where I post everything. We do have a blog, the Fireman Rich blog. I posted that up today. That I didn't have a broadcast, but check out the blog. It has some stuff that from all the previous episodes, both live streaming and audio. So, and for all those other places where I'm at, just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at. All right, folks, you have a great one. Have a good one, and we'll be talking to you. Ciao for live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.